Happy New Year and welcome to another New Year's event. And right now, we're gonna be on the seventh zodiac, and it's a horse. Yay! How exciting! So, this chick over here is gonna be having a lot of unison related effects. So, the first line over here already fills unison gauge by 3 when using an ability. Yep. Increases max unison gauge capacity by 20 when equipped in the main slot. Is her passive. Yep. And for her hidden potentials, target all allies, including yourself, feels unison gauge by 50. Yep. There's going to be a lot of unison over here. So if you ignore that, you can see that we have finally an all stats buff limit increase for time. It was long overdue, and time fucking sucks when it comes to these kinds of mons, because 2 of them are collab locked, and that's really bad. But we also get Team Twilight, which is very reminiscent of Syndura from 2022. Same with the protection, but he gets a crest. Now it's not the best crest, because the Emerald one would be the best one because it gives you the most damage. But Crimson is still okay. You can't be too picky with your crest, unless you're stealing off someone because you're petty. Anyway, I think she's pretty solid. However, I don't like how they want to add so many unison related effects to her kit, where the only thing that's relevant if you're not too interested in those unison consuming abilities is the all stats limit break and Team Twilight and Crest. Protection is mid in this day and age because it's not barracks and it's not ambush and it's also not phalanx. But like it's okay. It's okay. Like I think she's good. She's just way too expensive though. Like if you look at Indra, for example, Indra is very good. He's a top monster for a reason. However, every Lunar New Year one is always going to be very expensive. That's why you have to make sure that these kinds of monsters are very, very worth it, and you're not going to regret it. So her pots are not that interesting, besides the slumber, I guess, and the all element defense increase or units damage. That's okay. It's kind of whatever though. But like, you have to make sure that these kinds of monsters are worth getting, or else you're gonna regret it because of how expensive they are. As for the weapons, I think the weapons are pretty good. They cap out at XL for the proc rate. They have another 10 cost recovery, restores you 10% of your HP damage out, and it also increases physical and magic ability power by 6XL when performing a critical hit, and it caps out at 7XL. So it's gonna be one of those procs where you have to crit to get the full damage, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. And for these procs, not procs, the ARAs, you can see over here that they're gonna consume unison instead of cost. So I don't think these eras are anything crazy or special, but I also don't think they're bad. They're not good, but they're not bad. But when it comes to these eras, I don't think you should pull the weapon just for this era, because it's not that crazy and you're gonna be running something else anyway. As for the dual blades one though, it does have grief, which can be useful in a quest, but that's about it. And that requires you to have someone replace one of their weapons for dual blades, which a lot of people don't want to do. As for the defense gears, I do like the defense gears. I don't like that they power creep regent because I have regents, but I do think they're good. So if you do end up getting these, they're very good. However, keep in mind that they're gonna require you to have 5 of the same gear piece. Regents only require you to have 3, but I'm not sure if this is an error on their part. But even then, this is a very easy thing to max out, because if you're a soldier or a lancer, you can easily get 5 armors equipped in your set, and it's not that big of a deal. As for the jackpot over here, you can get her scroll, or the new featured gear. But what makes this spawn very expensive is that there are no metal jackpots, and there are only 2 chests that have metals, while the other chests have Pyra's gear, or Angel's gear. So it's gonna be very expensive if you keep hitting the jackpot and the jackpot and the jackpot. And if you want these medals, they're gonna be very, very expensive. And it's very hard to get what you want because at the end of the day, we're playing a gacha game. And to be honest, I don't think there's anything else that I have to cover for this spawn. It's an expensive spawn, just like always. Every single Lunar New Year spawn is always going to be very expensive. I guess I could mention that you can get 100 to 400 medals. I'm not sure if this is limited to the first time half off, but this is something to note. But most of the time, it's usually going to be way towards the lower end of the medals instead of the higher amounts. But I don't think there's anything else left to cover. I think they added some new tickets and yeah, some packs. So we can go over this really quickly. So don't buy this, and yeah, don't buy this. How much do they cost? Let's see. So you get one of these, you have to drop like 75 bucks. Oh, you get 20 other, which is pretty cool, I guess. But like, it's 75 bucks. And then to do the other ones, 25 bucks. And then 10 bucks for an exclusive monster ticket. And what does this exclusive monster ticket have? Okay, let's see. Okay, so it has previous Zodiac monsters. Oh. Yeah, so you can get Mithra. 29 cost for 10 bucks. And then you can also get the other ones. So like, don't buy this unless you're like fucking Jeff Bezos or some shit. Sure, why not? Don't buy this. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it unless you're just buying it for the others, which is fine. You can do what you want. It's your money. I'm not someone to tell you what to do with your money. But again, this is not worth it. If you're buying it just for the ticket, it's not worth it. You're probably gonna be buying it for the others and for the gems. And that's about it, to be honest. I actually don't know if this box has any. Yeah, no. Yeah, so don't buy those tickets. It's not worth it. For the event, really quickly, it does have a 45 cost nano at the 200k mark, and at the 800k mark, it has 5 others. So you could just chop at. You could just stop at 200k. To be honest, you could maybe farm the gems to 750, which is perfectly fine. There's still like 12 days of this event left as I'm recording this video. But one thing I will go over really quickly are the defense gears. So if you were playing the Christmas event, you know that Christmas Mizuki had his own set of gears, and those defense gears had reflect reduction plus heal up in one constant. In one defense gear you can get 2 effects, and those defense gears are actually very, very good, because if you get just one of them, you're gonna be set for life, because you're not gonna be needing to get another heal up, get another reflect reduction, because since both are covered, then you're perfectly fine. As for these defense gears, if you didn't get those defense gears, these ones have heal up 3XL, which is the highest heal up that we have in the game right now, and you only need 1, so you can just exchange for 1. Don't max infuse it, it's a waste of another. But keep this in mind, these are very nice to have if you don't have these defense gears. So as you can see, I only have 1 of this equipped, and because I only got 1 of them, I max infused it because I can get the highest amount of the effect of the heal up, and it's gonna be giving me a shit ton of stats because it's 45 cost, so hell yeah. And I think that's about it for this video. Sorry for not uploading. I didn't upload for Christmas Otaru because, well, I didn't really want to, and I thought she was mid, so I didn't really want to make a video about her. But anyway, if you found this video helpful or informative, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and make sure to join the Discord in the description down below as well. And with that, thanks for watching.